does it not? Is there no like?
I do. Do most androgynous people find other androgynous people more attractive? I hang out with androgynous people who tend to date other androgynous people, so that's true in a lot of my social circles, but then again, I have a lot of exceptions to that rule that I can think of, and like my current partner is a very masculine man, and it works, but he's queer too, so it's like, okay. Yeah, that's a really interesting question. I'd love to get like more data on that. I don't know how. That was one of the things that sparked the gender fork. One of the other things on gender fork, besides those green pieces of paper there of anonymous thoughts, is you can fill out a profile. It just is define yourself, and it's like I consider myself. You can call me blank. I consider myself blank. Identify as blank. As far as third person pronouns go, I prefer blank. When people talk about me, I want them to, understand that I'm a human being, kind of stuff. And the way we started that was I was at a workshop on gender issues, and somebody was like, why don't we have just kind of a database of how people want to be identified? Because this is a group of people who refuse to fit the labels. They just, by default, by definition, queer is an anti-label. It's I have no label, therefore this is my label kind of label. It's a paradox, which we work with. We're tolerant, and so it would. But if you sit down and you talk to people, and actually, this was my attempt at getting that conversation going. On the back of this, it says, "I identify as blank. Circle all that apply." And the words on here are ambiguous, multi-gendered male body, boy, femme, fierce, straight, intersex, guy, bent, bi, gender queer, pansy, stone, non-trans, queer, two-spirit, butch, androgynous, questioning, omnisexual. I'm not even going to go through them all. And in my perfect universe world, we would all stop calling ourselves by words that address most of the population and call ourselves words that color our personalities and describes who we are as an individual in contrast to other people, not in terms of how we are so like them. Because I think we're all really different, and I think when we acknowledge the differences, we actually get along a lot better. So personally, if I were filling out, a gender form and it said, "What's your gender?" and it was an open-ended text box, I would want to say female, androgynous, queer. And I know other people who would be like, butch, sissy fag, boy, gay, like these colorful words that, even if you're straight, vanilla, mainstream, totally fitting the norm, there's probably ways that you can differentiate your gender and your sexuality from the people around you, just by looking at what your type is and how it contrasts with the people around you's type.